Yerp. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Gotti on season 3 of the Gotti's World podcast. Hey, I got another special, beautiful, how I want to say it, smart, cool, funny, designed up. Uh, I don't know what I want to say, but she's everything. And I know you guys probably know her. She's a big name in the city. She definitely has a lot going on, and we're going to definitely get to know her. I got my girl in here. Season 3. Paris Nicholson, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad we could do this.
I am grateful.
I'm so happy that you opened your schedule up for me.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
But if in case you didn't know, you said you peeped me out. You said you checked me out before you know what I'm saying? You did a little homework.
I did a little research.
And the reason why I have you here is because I feel like you're doing something major for us as people. You, your team, what you're standing for, and I really wanted to sit down with you and get an understanding more in depth of who you are, why you do what you do, and just basically give us some education on here.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, so this is what the show about. It can go up and down.
Okay.
I'm random. I'm a random guy,
That's
but I talk like I got some sense sometimes.
fine. Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right. So, we're going to go ahead and get it started. Where are you originally from?
Harvey.
Harvey World.
Right.
It's a lot popping in Harvey right now. It's a lot of rappers and shit going on. And so what part of Harvey? Like what area, street?
Like
What was you at?
60th. Like
Okay.
kind of like that borderline mark of Harvey.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
then I went to high school out here in Country Club Hill, the Hillcrest. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So, just to get a little bit more in depth of you,
Mhm.
we're going to go back a little bit.
Okay.
If I could talk to your mama, if I could talk to a couple family members, how would they describe Little Paris?
Headstrong.
Ooh.
Very headstrong.
From the
Very-
gate.
From the gate.
Dang.
Always spoiled. Blame my daddy. Always knew how to make some money, even at a young
Yes.
age. Like I've always had an
Yes.
entrepreneurial spirit since I was 16. Actually,
Okay.
I have my own beauty supply at 16.
Hold the phone. What do you mean by your own beauty supply?
My father, who's an entrepreneur in Harvey,
Okay.
he had a strip mall, and he put a whole beauty supply together. Put everything in there and said, "Here, this is yours." And at 16, I went in there. I did my prices. I did my spreadsheets and everything, and it was my beauty supply at 16.
What? So, what type of business mindset did he give you around that city? Did he like inventory, how to do this, talk to these people,
No.
or you just went in and
He threw me in. I think it was a test. He was like, "Look, it's fully stocked. Go."
damn?
And I started going to the different beauty supplies in Harvey,
Mm-hmm.
looking at their prices, because I wanted to be.
Competition. Just see the competition, see what you was up against. Yeah.
He gave me like a list of the different wholesales up north
Right.
that I should, shop with
Right.
when it was time to get more products, and I basically went in and did my thing. And
Was it successful though?
It was, but then I had a brilliant idea. Like, I don't want the beauty supply no more. My spoiledness, right?
I don't want to do the work no
I
more.
want to sell everything in here, and I want to open up a boutique.
Okay. So why from the beauty supply? If it was booming, why boutique? Why?
I was young.
You know?
I ain't know better. I wanted a boutique. I wanted something with fashion, and the beauty supply I wanted a fashion. I wanted clothes and shoes and.
So you still. So let me ask you, when he had you running it and you made these decisions, what was his? Was he just sit back watching you like, see what you was gonna do? How was you? What was his reactions to a lot of things?
He sat back. The one thing my daddy really sat back and watched me do things, and he let me make my own mistakes without drilling in me like his way all the time. He would give me advice, but he will let me do things my way, which I learned from. I should have listened.
We all should have. We come to that. We come to that point to what we do. Like, man, I know what I'm doing, man. Let me live. Let me do it the way I want to do it. Yeah. All along, they like, I knew she was gonna do some shit like that. So you had both of the parents in the household?
Well, no. My mother and father were separated, but they had a really dope relationship. Like they were like best friends. Dope. Like he would call her about everything, and vice versa. So
okay. Any siblings?
Woo, yes.
How many?
Father's side is 10 of us.
Whoa. He was a Rolling Stone?
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Hey, I can't even front. My papa was too.
So it was 10 of us, and then my mother is just 3 of us. So
okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's get up out of that. We're gonna go ahead and get into the business. Okay. So at one point you were the executive sales director of Gold Getters, right?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me exactly what Gold Getters, the whole company, what is it?
Well, we're a movement.
Yes.
We're a movement, and we're the Gold Getters. We believe it. If we all winning, who's losing?
That's a fact.
And our goal is to help people get financially free. That is our number one goal.
Okay.
A lot of our people have bad credit. They're not financially free. They live in check to check. They don't have savings. They don't have will, trust, power of attorney. So our goal is to get more people on financial track. Better credit scores, saving, budgeting better. Plan for, will, trust, power of attorney, because that's really important to me, because my father passed away a year ago and he didn't have that.
Wow.
As a lot of people know, like, to this day, I'm still going back and forth about his properties and automobiles.
What is that? So for the people who don't know, what is
it's
that?
Basically your last wishes. Like whatever you want when you pass away. If you want the vehicles, who you want your vehicle to go to, who you want your kids to go to, who you want, like, basically it's just a breakdown of where you want everything to go.
Yeah.
So there's no confusion.
So the niggas out there, it's a will, bro. Y'all can do that, okay? You guys can do shit like that.
Do that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, so I actually found this company a year ago. I was working at Northwestern Hospital as a neuro technician. No time freedom. Miserable. Like, literally after 2 weeks, I would have 90 plus hours on my paycheck. Right? I even had to choose. Like, my son couldn't get to school. Like, I don't have a lot of family members. They had to go to work, so I didn't have anybody to take my son.
Right.
I'm in the principal's office trying to explain to her why he missing so many days. I even asked her, like, you want to help me and come get him? Like, because I got to work. It's like, what you want me to do at this point? You know?
Right.
And my mentor, who's an executive vice president in this business, Joe Gathens, I just seen a post on social media, and I responded to it. And changed my life. 30 days, I was actually able to drop down to part-time because I hit sales director in our company. Fast forward a year later, I'm actually a vice president now.
I was just about to say that. You moved up like George and Wheezy. You moved up to the vice president. Like, how did that feel, and what type of work ethic did you have to get into that position?
It took a lot.
Yeah.
One thing I realized in this last year, that when you get on that track, that destiny, that track of destiny, that the devil attacks.
That's a fact.
And he attacks hard. So I knew I was on the right track because he was busy. I mean, every knockdown possibly came my way possible. But I just didn't let life circumstances stop me. I didn't let life make me make an excuse for not going after my goals or my dreams to provide a better life for my children and my family and everybody else who coming behind me, starting a business or getting their credit together. So I knew I had just people depending on me. So I couldn't let life knock me down. I had to keep going. I knew it was coming.
Hey, I know what you're talking about. I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah.
So, with you making that jump,
Hmm.
how scary was it? From a set paycheck to something you had to punch a clock in to something to where it's like, all right, I'm my own person. I'm gonna take this. How scary was that?
Very scary. Like,
Mm.
I'm not gonna say who, but somebody very close to me told me I was stupid.
They don't see it. Sometimes they don't see the shit.
They like,
Sometimes
you
they
are
don't.
so stupid. What are you doing? And I was like, you don't get it.
They don't get it.
You'll get it in a little bit. Fast forward, that person get it.
They get it now.
They
They
get
see
it.
you living lavish.
They get it.
Like a
Because when they
motherfucker.
need something, guess who can
They come
over
to
deliver
you.
at this point? Guess who put them in a better situation? But it's real scary. I'm a single mother too, so I really was taking a big chance to say I'm quitting this job,
Right.
and I'm gonna grow my own business. I'm gonna work for myself, and I'm gonna hustle.
Mm. How many hours? How many hours? How many of how much time did you have to take away from your kids to actually say, to get your mind right, say, okay, they're okay for now, but let me go ahead and work as hard as I can? Like, what was the time frames like
Um, when I first started the business,
when you first started?
I sacrificed still. It was still like I was going to work, like I was gone a lot.
Mm.
But I knew I was doing this that way. In the long run, I could be home more. Now I could really work from home. Like I'm,
Right.
so it was still, see, people think that working for yourself is easier than a 9 to 5, and it's not. Because you really got to put in more time.
Way more.
So
Way
we're talking about 60. I would get up and be at the office at 11 and not make it home till 11 o'clock at night.
Shit.
But I was
Woo!
dedicated. Is what I had to do.
You had to put in
get
that
that
work.
time freedom, to triple my income.
Yes.
So that was a sacrifice. And one thing they told us is like, talk to your family and tell your family what you need from them.
Mm-hmm.
So I told my kids, like, I need y'all to be patient with me. I promise you.
So you had
it's
to
gonna
talk.
be worth it. Yeah.
How old is your kids?
7 and 18.
So you had that.
I had that talk.
Wait. Engineer, cut the music down just for a sec. Just for a quick sec. 7
And 18.
and 18.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
7 and 18.
Wow.
Okay.
You look good, girl. Hey, fellas.
Thank you.
Fellas.
Uh-oh.
Hello. Hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you, guys. I got you. I got you later in the show. I got you. But let's talk about credit.
Okay.
Let's talk about credit, because that's basically where it really can all start and change around for you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think our people, us black people, don't know or not experience with credit?
Because we wasn't taught credit. They'll teach us sex education in school before they teach us finances, right? Teach us how to make the baby, but don't teach us how to take care of those babies.
Yeah.
And I believe that should be a part of our curriculum in school. We should learn how to manage a checkbook in school. We should learn about finances and credit and the importance of it in school. But our community, we're not taught that. Then a lot of our parents are old school, including my father. He was cash is king.
Yes.
So I watched my father try to maintain his whole lifestyle off cash and not leverage his credit, which became stressful.
And it always been around.
Mm-hmm.
It always been around, and we just never paid attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
So when people were putting things in, trying to get new stuff, it was like we didn't know what it is. As kids, we didn't know what it is. We were just looking like, oh, well, they doing something. I just know I'm here waiting on them to get their business together. Right. But why don't you think that? Because some of them knew. If your dad was such a business guy, he knew something about credit, though. He had to.
That old school mentality. they even tell your kids, don't take them credit cards, right? You
Yeah.
have them parents tell their kids
Yeah,
don't take
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But you should take that credit card because you need to start building. You should take that credit card, but you got to learn utilization.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
so
yes, yes,
it's
yes.
not about the credit card. It's about how you manage the credit card. And our parents, they just didn't know, though. You know, like, you can't blame them for not knowing.
Just now, I feel like within the past couple years, it's been a lot of awareness for us.
Mm-hmm.
Just whether it's racial, whether it's financial, home owning, just everything. It's just a lot of awareness going on to where we are picking up on things and we starting to actually listen now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's no doubt we late to the party. We late to the party on all this, like on trying to get loans and worrying about percentages. Cause we thinking like in school, we probably ain't gonna never use this shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna use all this division and all this when I get out there, and it's real. Like, it's real. So with your expertise with credit, what is some of the main things that you see far as on our majority on our side generation? What do you see that's really wrong with our credit that you consistently see?
Bankruptcies.
Yeah.
We went straight to. I've done
Cheers
it.
Like, that's crazy.
I've done it. I've done it twice. Like, I had 2 bankruptcies on my credit because that's the thing they tell us to do. Go right to bankruptcy. But then you go to bankruptcy and that it holds you back.
Yes.
Now your interest rate, because they see that bankruptcy on your credit, you can have a 700 credit score. But if that bankruptcy is still sitting on there, they're going to think twice about giving you a loan, or they're going to give you a high interest rate.
Why, if it's so long ago, though? Because usually it's, what, 7 years? 7 years?
Well, legally, it's supposed to fall off in 7 years.
In 7, okay.
So if it's been 7 years and it's still on there, you got to dispute that off your credit. Because legally, it's supposed to fall off within 7 years. But I got mine off in less than 7 years.
Is it hard, when you're working on somebody's credit, is it hard for you to get that off?
It just takes patience, depending on how old that bankruptcy is, if it's a Chapter 13 or a Chapter 7. So it depends. But I have a business partner, Matrice Vaughn, who's the vice president in our business. She got 3 bankruptcies removed within 9 months.
Ooh, okay.
So, I've got 1 removed in, 29 days. Wow.
What about like the collection, medical bills, all that? Does it really hurt? I know it hurts your credit, but how, if you can get in debt with me, like 2 points, 3 points?
It just depends.
Okay.
You can't really say, anywhere between 50 to 100 points, you can be affected by a negative item on your credit report. Okay. Medical bills really is the first thing that I do see fall off because it's really against the HIPAA law for medical bills to be on the credit report. So we do see those come off fast. Wow. Okay. You're not supposed to know I'm in this hospital.
That's a fact.
So
that's a fact. Now, why don't you think we do it ourselves instead of going to people and saying, or finding people and say, hey man, can you do my credit? Or I'm looking for a credit lady. I'm doing for somebody who can really get my credit together. Like, why don't we do it ourselves though?
We just don't know better though. Like, it takes growth. Like, I'm 35, right?
Okay.
I found this business when I was 30. It took me until I was 34 to get financially responsible. You know what I mean? So we just don't know. And then sometimes we mess our credit up because we don't budget properly, right? So then we overspend. So then we going overutilization on credit cards. That's why I say it's deeper than just credit. You gotta budget better. You gotta save. That plays a major part, Like, we got a bad habit of trying to keep up with the Jones.
And that's true. That's true. But when you say save, it's a lot of people that may say, I don't save because I got my money into these different things, investments and things like that. So, but I don't really have no savings because I put my money out there. I put my money to make money.
And still should have a savings, right? Because what if that falls short? You didn't lost your money. So don't invest all your money. You got to invest a smart amount. You have by budgeting. If you budget properly, you know how much you can invest. You
Right.
know how much you need to keep,
Right. No,
you know, in the rainy day fund. So you just really the biggest thing is budgeting, and that's what I've learned.
So even like now to the people too who where they did save and COVID hit, fucked everybody up. Fucked everybody up. Now their savings is short.
Yeah.
And they not maintaining. They got savings, but so really is it a
You know why?
a crutch?
Because we dependent on one income. We have to get out of this one income
Multiple
lifestyle.
streams of income.
We have to create multiple streams of income.
Mhm.
And one of them need to be a necessity. So no matter what's going on in the world, that is a necessity. Believe it or not, my business increased during COVID because people realized how important credit was.
Yes.
Because if your credit score, you could have got a $10,000 credit card to hold you and your family up. You probably went over utilization, but it'll help. You know what I'm saying?
It'll hold you up.
It'd have been a cushion for your family.
Yes. Yes.
You know?
I get it.
So
I get it. Now, I do have some statistics for you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to give me your input on it when I break them down.
Okay.
And I want to see, you know, your input. Okay? African Americans and Latinos are less confident that they will be approved for credit than whites. In 2018, 84% of whites were confident that they would be approved for credit cards, compared to 63% of African Americans and 72% of Latinos. Why do we have that fear in us?
Because white men, they parents teach them this in the jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
They give them, as soon as they kids turn 18, they put them on a season's credit card. You know, they start building their credit right away.
Yes.
We come in and we kind of don't have that confidence because our credit scores, our parents' credit scores are not always the best, and we're not taught about credit, and we know good and well our credit is not where it should be, and we still go apply for loans.
Can you still? Because I'm under the perception that how do I get my kid credit together as they grow? Even that they might not know they can't sign shit, but how would I go about that?
You gotta wait till they 18. But as soon as they turn 18, like if you have a credit card that season that you've been under 30%, that you've had it for a few years, add your child as an authorized user on your credit card.
Wow.
Get trade lines put on your child. You know, like the trade lines that we pay for, get one put on your child's credit. My daughter is 18, and on her birthday, I started. She got, I put her on a Credit Market trade line. I put her on another trade line. So in the next few months, she should definitely be in the mid 700s at 18 years old.
Wow.
We have to give our kids a head start.
That's the whole purpose.
That's why our culture don't have that head start. So they nervous about going to go apply for their credit or their loan because they know they don't even really have the score to get approved.
That is a fact.
Because they wasn't taught.
That is a fact. But people, we have this myth to where you have to make all this money. You have to make, I gotta do so much so I can leave all this behind for my kids. When that's really not what you have to do. You just get them started, get them out there, start them with a little slight credit card under you.
Yeah.
That's an easier way than, of course you're going to work hard, but you're not going to, you don't have to leave all this money, all these bands behind. You ain't got to do that. That's a, wow.
Yeah, you just set them up for success.
And that's the easiest way to set them up, to have them with a fresh credit card, a fresh
get them a
credit
card,
score.
But teach them how to manage that credit card properly.
Yes.
Like that's the problem. Let them get that credit card, but make sure they keep their utilization under 30.
Would you advise? Because we don't. I'm telling you, we don't as people, and I'm getting on our ass about that. All them that little fine print that is under them credit cards. We just see, oh, they gave me $1,000 limit. They gave me a $4,000 limit, but you ain't read that fine print.
The interest rate.
The interest rate. You didn't read that. And a lot of people, we don't even know really about interest rate. We starting to get educated, but we're not. And I'm just saying, like, I know, even though sometimes we are lazy, we are in some ways. And plus, and we don't read. I don't know why, but we don't. That fine print is some shit, because it's little clauses in there that tell you if you get into a hard time, you can use they have a secure something. I forgot what it is. They have something to where to protect you if you lose your job or something like that for your credit card. Do you know exactly what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but this is my thing.
Go ahead.
And I know I keep saying budgeting, but I've learned how important budgeting is. Like, I didn't budget. I would get paid on Thursday. By Sunday, I had maybe like $120 to get me through the next 2 weeks. And if we learn how to budget better, we won't even have to worry about certain things like that, because now we put in a certain amount in our savings account. We stand under utilization just in case we need that credit card, so we don't need it really for that, because that will really max out your credit card, make your score go down. My thing is, we have to really save. I watch us as people shop. We go buy Chanel bags, Gucci bags, Louis bags, all this stuff, and we don't even have that amount of money in our savings. If you cannot buy this 4 to 5 times, you should not be buying it.
That's the whole trick. It's hard. It's easier said than done.
It is.
It's easier said than done.
But that's how we get out of that. Yes.
But what if we're not making the money at that time? We're not making the money to budget, but we robbing Peter to pay Paul. What I mean, how?
But if you making the money, millionaires got a budget.
That's
so
a
if
fact.
millionaires got a budget, we should definitely have a budget, right? And that will stop you from always having to, you know what I mean, finesse the system.
I get you.
If you budget better, though. Like, honestly, and I'm saying that because I didn't budget. I budget differently now. I got a shopping problem. Everybody know that.
I see.
But I budget. If I came back 4 to 5 times, I'm not going to buy it now. Before, as long as I had it, I'm going to buy it.
Okay, so that's your rule, 4 to 5 times. Mine might be 2 or 3. Mine might be 2 or 3.
It's okay.
Mine might be 2 or 3, but still, it's very hard for us. Like you did say, we do have a thing with keeping up with the Joneses, and as we might see a white person that has Walmart shit on, but jump in that I8. And it's like, what the fuck? Like,
because we want to look like money instead of actually having.
But what's wrong with looking like money, though?
It's nothing wrong with it if you really got it, right?
That's the cap.
If you look like it,
that's
and
the
you
cap.
don't
that
really
is.
have it. That's the problem. But you're still supposed to look presentable no matter what.
But that's
your
what I'm saying. It makes you feel good to make you go out there to. If I've got these new fresh shoes,
without Gucci and Chanel.
Yes, you definitely can. You definitely can.
Right?
You definitely can.
Listen, you got Zara, H&M. You can look good out of Zara.
That's
H&M.
a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. I agree with you. I agree. Let me ask you. How do you feel? This is your profession. This is what you do. You can look at things. You can break them down. You've been in this business for a minute. With these people that just had that's just coming out of a salon or just going through or did something themselves and put up on Facebook or something like that. Hey, I can fix y'all credit, man. I can do this. I just started. Woo. I just did this for see. Does that piss you off?
Cause no, it's enough money for all of us.
It is, but
I ain't knocking nobody hustle the way they get their money. It's not my job to knock it. My job is to educate people. My job is to tell people
I like that.
You go to somebody personally to fix your credit, because I've done it. They're gonna charge you an arm and a leg, $1,600 or more, because I paid $16. Didn't get the 700 credit score that I was promised. And then we also don't know that when you get somebody privately, you have to sign over a power of attorney in order for them to legally fix your credit. That mean they can do whatever they want to do,
Wow.
right? And people don't know that.
Wow.
We just be so quick to say, here, just fix it, because we don't want to actually put in the footwork
Yes.
ourselves. We'll be quick to hear, sign, whatever.
Yes.
So I don't knock nobody. Like, it's enough money for all of us. How they get their money doesn't affect how I get my money. Nobody's really in competition with me, because what God has for me is for me. What God has for them is for them. So there is really no competition if you
I agree.
look at it.
I feel you. How is Goal Getters different from like Credit Saint, Lexington Law, Credit People? How are they different? Because we see these and they are big brands.
Mm-hmm.
How is Goal Getters any different?
First of all, we're a family. And
I love it.
Once you become a go-getter, it is our job to help you grow. Like you say, if we all winning, who's losing? A lot of them companies, you're just a check for them, right?
Yes.
A payment every month.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
$99 every month. I did it. I was one of them. $99 every month. They took it off my credit card. They did it.
But the difference with us is we genuinely want to see you accomplish them goals.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I talk to somebody, I want to know what's affecting your credit, but I want to know what your goal is in that same conversation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because it is my job to help you get whatever, if it's a house, a car, whatever it is my job to help you get it. So moving forward, I care about my people. Like, them people, I mean, not to say that I don't care, but they really, like, do they really know us? Do they really know what we want? They just know we got bad credit and they're going to take our money to fix it, and they're going to go after a few items at a time. They're going to slowball us, keep us paying for years, right?
Yes.
I want to know what you want. If it's a home, okay. Now we're going to figure out what we need to do to your credit to get you approved for that home. I'm going to also reach out to different mortgage, brokers I know and people I know who's selling homes. So it's a team.
So the benefit of going with Goal Getters is basically you're more hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people need too.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying that this and this is going to happen, we can do this, we can guarantee this. Goal Getters is like, look, okay, let's have a conversation like we people. It's more personal, and that'll do a lot.
I want to know your goals.
Yeah.
Because then I'm going to write down. How I do it is, once you tell me, I write down a strategy. And I tell you what you need to do. Is you go follow it or you not. But if you tell me this is what you're going to do, I know what you need to do to get there. Because you have to be willing to play your part too.
I get you.
People don't understand that. It's team. I'm going to do my part. You do yours. We're going to meet in the middle. Let God take us the rest of the way and get that goal accomplished, right?
Yes, I get you. What is one area in your life that you try to keep excelling in?
Self-development.
Expound.
You gotta grow. Like a lot of people, I look at a lot of people I grew up with and I don't see no growth in them.
Wow.
Like if you knew me a year ago, you don't know me today. Because I'm steady growing. I'm steady reinventing myself. I read more books on self-development and manifesting and just so that is real big. Like I'm always in competition with myself. I want to be better than who I was yesterday each day moving forward.
That's heavy. Do you think this is your purpose?
I do.
What gives you that feeling?
It's the peace that I got when I started. Like it's even though the devil was attacking, I still had a sense of peace.
You can't buy that neither.
Like, no, I'm good. This is what I was put here to do.
Yeah.
I'm helping single mothers not need child support because they starting home-based businesses. With a lot of people, 82% of women make home-based business are millionaires.
Yeah.
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
You just dropped a jewel on me. I didn't know that. But when you think of home-based things, you think like, man, they probably ain't making no money, man. They probably not doing none of that. Like, they just, Because when you put up on your page, even when you put up you're looking for agents, how does that work? Like, what do you tell? What are some of the little minor details that you might tell them when they do say, okay, look, I'm gonna try this out? What's up?
Are you coachable? That's the number one question. Are you coachable? Are you motivated? Because it's not easy. You know, it's days where you may not have nobody enrolling or signing up, but that don't mean give up. You sowing seeds.
That's a fact.
And it takes a strong individual to keep going when you're not signing nobody up, or you're not making no money. Because you may give up the day before your business take off. That's the key to always finish something through. Because you never know what day your business is going to take off, what day your breakthrough is going to happen.
What are, since you're a goal getter, okay, what are some of your personal goals?
I want to have 5 investment properties by the end of next year.
How many do you have now?
Actually, I'm working on taking over my father's. So
nice.
It's a little headache involved. But I'm working on it, because that's my biggest goal, is to at least, he worked so hard for his properties and business, that I at least want to try to save one of his properties first.
Yes.
Before I start purchasing my own.
I get it. Yeah. We know who we aspire to be sometimes. We know, we look at certain people and say, man, like, I want to be just like that. Personally, and I don't know you from a can of paint. Who are you?
I'm a single mother of 2 amazing kids. I'm a granddaughter, a mother, a daughter. I'm somebody who really just want to see my people win. Like,
you have that genuine spirit.
I genuinely want to see people win. Like, I genuinely celebrate people. Like, I be celebrating people on social media. I don't even know them. And I literally be like, like, you would think they'd be getting engaged. I don't know these people, but I be at home, like, genuinely celebrating people. I like when we all winning and we all happy, and, you know, and I'm somebody who just, I want to make a difference. It may sound, no, I really do.
That's dope. And that actually goes into what I really wanted to ask you. Like, we can't look into the future in no way, shape, or form. As you write your story in life, what do you think you can contribute to the Black society? You personally.
More of us with home ownership. More of us with multiple streams of income.
Yes.
More of us with buying power.
Yes. Yes.
More single mothers. I want to give more single mothers like a financial freedom cushion. It's hard being a single mother. Not getting no support.
My mother was.
And you taking care of kids. It's hard.
I seen it. I understand.
And I want to make it easy.
Yes.
I want to make it where you may not be getting no financial help from the fathers, but your bank account so big it really don't even phase you. You know, like,
yes.
Listen.
Yes. Yeah. I get it. One other statistic I want to throw out at you before, you know, we go into a whole nother subject. More than 50% of white households have the FICO credit score of above 700, compared with only 20.6% of black households. 33% of black households with credit histories have insufficient credit and lack of credit scores, while only 17.9% of white households are missing credit scores.
You know why, right?
I know why. What went through your head as I was breaking them statistics down? What was going on through your head?
I thank God for our youth financial literacy program. We have a baby. It's our YFL. And that's when we do go in and we teach kids from 5th
Say
to
that one more
9th
time.
grade.
Say that one more time. What is it?
The YFL, Youth Financial Literacy.
Yes. Go ahead.
And it'll prevent that.
All of that.
It will
all
prevent
that
that.
shit.
Because we've given away over $1 million so far in scholarship.
Love.
Student loans is the number one debt that you see on credit reports. So we going into the schools. Not only are we giving away scholarships, we're going and we educating our kids between 5th and 9th grade on the matters of personal finance.
Yes.
So to prevent that, they get that. Check out their curriculum. They get personal finances.
How do I get to you? Because I know your DMs probably flood. How do I get to you to say, hey, look, I'm really serious about this. I really want to go get my whole shit together. I got this bankroll.
Mm-hmm.
I got this bankroll.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to use it. How can I get my shit together?
Instagram. Like, my DMs is busy, but I really answer all my, like, I'm not that busy. People be killing me. Okay, like, no, I'm busy, but
I can't tell.
I'm busy, but I'm not that busy to the
Okay.
point where, like, this is my business. So if you inbox me about credit or anything, I'm going to get back to you within 24 hours.
Okay, great. So are you still looking for agents?
Always.
This ain't the end. We got to do the 10 name game. Okay? Now, the 10 name game is I'm going to fire off 10 things or 10 names.
Okay.
And you have to give me your answer in a one-word answer.
Okay.
You got it?
I got it.
So, you ain't sound too confident
I'm
about
like,
it.
okay. All right.
So that means if I say radio show, you say one-word answer. Anything. First thing pop in your head.
WGC.
Boom. That's
Okay.
it. That's
Okay.
it. That's how it go. Ready?
Okay.
A random. So honest opinion, but first thing that pop in. You ready?
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Amber Rose,
Beautiful.
D.L. Hughley,
Funny.
Peppa Pig,
Pink.
religion,
Oh, what's
come on with it.
it's overrated.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say that because religion. You know why, though, right?
I know why.
Okay.
I know why. You ain't got
I
to
believe in
explain
God.
to me.
I am a Christian, but it's just that religion is when people you start judging.
Yes. Christian judge too.
They do, but it's the religious people who
Yes.
really
Yes. Yeah. I get it. Beyonce,
Queen,
Al Sharpton.
King.
Al Sharpton? He a king?
I mean, all of us are kings and queens.
That's that political shit. Okay.
You said the first thing.
Okay. Taxes.
Ooh, write-offs.
That's not a one-word answer.
Oh, okay. High.
Yes. Designer fashion.
Love.
Black men.
Love.
Hey, you better say that. You better say that.
Add another one.
You better say it. Go ahead, add another one.
Kings.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Give it a glory.
Yeah.
Give it a glory. Last one.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm.
Goal getters.
Movement.
I love it. Clap it up. I give her what should we give her, bro? About a B. About a B. B plus. All right, we can do a B plus. B plus.
I'll take A's.
Okay. Last thing. I'm gonna jump personal for a second, and then we're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump out.
Okay.
Are men intimidated by you? Why do you think that?
I don't know. I really. I think I don't have time for them sometimes. Not okay. Don't look at me like that. So,
You just said we kings.
you are kings, but
Give us some time.
you gotta understand. They may not understand my hustle. They may not understand what I'm trying to accomplish. And if you don't understand it, I can't waste time right now because you're gonna become a distraction.
That's a fact.
You're gonna throw me off. all in my emotions and stuff. So right now, you know.
Okay. I gotta look out for the fellas before we leave. I gotta look for the fellas. I gotta look out for the fellas. Are you single?
It's complicated.
I tried, brother. I tried, brother. I tried, family. I tried. If we want, if not we, if yes, we as black men, if we wanted to, could we slide in the DM and might get a?
I mean,
what's happening?
Everybody can shoot their shot. I ain't gonna say you go actually score, but okay, I quit.
Okay. All right. I just had to look out for the brothers. You know, I told some people I was gonna have you, and they was like, bro, what's happening?
They did.
Yeah. So I had to look out. But that was it. But look, I appreciate you. This was, even though we couldn't get into everything that I really, really wanted to get into and break down all the details, I think we have something solid to the point to where when people see this, they're going to speak to you more because you're amazing, man. You're amazing. And shout out to my boy, Cordell Liggins, man. That's my man.
Yeah, go get it.
ATL. That's what I call him. That's my brother. Shout out to my brother, man. I tried to get him on the show, but he been bullshit. And I'm going to call him out on that.
Cordell, you up next.
I need my sweater, bro. Give me my goddamn sweater, fam. But look, thank you. Please tell everybody how they can get in contact with you.
You can follow me on Instagram, Paris.
She the one with 10K.
Oh my God, I worked too hard for this 10K. It's Paris _ on _ the _ score. I know it's a lot, but it's Paris _ with underscores between each word. Or you can follow me on Facebook, Paris Nicholson. That's it.
Hey, y'all already know where y'all can find me, man. Y'all already know this is going to be, what is this at? The Gotti's World Media on YouTube. Please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the button. It's a red button that says subscribe. Stop bullshitting, man. When y'all watching the video, just press the button, man. Press the button. Don't be like that. It is what it is. Just push it.
Yeah.
And also, you know, you can find me on official _ YUNG Gotti on Instagram, on Facebook, Irvin Woods Jr. Please look out for the merch and the website coming up very soon. The Young God merch is definitely gonna be a movement. It's definitely gonna be something big, and I want you guys to support it just like you guys support the show. I got my girl Paris Nicholson. Y'all go look out for her. Before we leave, I gotta say how I end the show. I thank you, God, for another beautiful episode. Thank you, God, for this beautiful woman, black woman right here in front of me. Thank you, God, for my engineer, who definitely do what he do all the time. This is the Gotti's World Podcast. We out. Yeah.
Say the titties out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you shoot with. Count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib. Same hand that you